Hi everybody. Yes, I am not in the house. I am broken out. I'm in the garage. And I'm doing that because one, it's almost spring and it's really nice to get outside, but two, I also want to show you something in the garage in just a moment. One of the things I was thinking about is if you look at Jesus's disciples, those who were following him, sometimes they did really amazing things. They were able to kind of just follow him and just stay on top of it and be in tune with Jesus. And great things happened when that happened. But we also know there were times when they didn't follow Jesus. They kind of got off track a little bit. And they didn't do so well. Things like, should we call down fire from heaven? Or telling Jesus that he's not going to die. They forgot to keep Jesus at the center of their lives, the focus of their lives. And we see that happening for them. And so we also can see that happening for our lives. We know there are times in our lives where Jesus is not at the center of our lives and things begin to fall apart. They begin to collapse, if you will. But there are also times when we see that in churches as well. Churches sometimes can lose focus on Jesus, take their eyes off of Jesus, and all of a sudden there are other things at the center of the life of the church than Jesus. And when that happens, churches don't do very well. So we want to try to keep Jesus at the center of our lives. What does that look like? What does that mean? I think I want to use an example that is here in the garage. And so I'm going to turn the camera around and I'm going to point to it. It's something right up here. I'm going to go slow so it doesn't get too busy. You can see the bike is hanging in the garage. But what I want to point out is the center hub, the strongest part of the wheel that is connected to the frame of the bike. If you take that hub out of the wheel, the spokes don't do very well. The rim typically is pretty fragile, and so it bends and twists really easy. And the tire is just rubber, and so it'll flex wherever you need it to go. I think this is a good way for us to think about our lives. When Jesus is at the center of our lives, when he is the hub of our lives, everything stays together and we're strong and we're able to do amazing things. Having a bike go down the road with just spokes and rubber and a flimsy rim is pretty amazing. All because of the strength of that hub. That's our life as well. We are to keep our focus on Jesus, keep him at the center of our lives. Because as we do, we begin to know that we can in fact do incredible things for Christ. When we keep Jesus at the center of our church, we can do incredible things for Jesus as well. And so I want to encourage you to take a look at your life, particularly during Lent, and ask yourself, is Jesus at the center of my life? Am I keeping my eyes focused on him? When you do, the truth is that the sky's the limit for your own life and what you can do for Jesus. I invite you to do that today. Let me pray. God, thanks for this day. Thanks for all that you do. And Lord, I ask that you'd be with us today. Help us to keep our eyes on you. Lord, help us to do that in ways that are powerful and meaningful. We ask it in your name. Amen. Wanted to let you know that if you were hoping to be able to see our first Wednesday streaming of financial peace and relieving money stress, you may have had a hard time finding the Zoom link. I think it is on our website. It is also in this email, so you can go back and watch it now if you want to go do that. Beyond that, we also want to just remind you of the town hall meeting on Monday at 6:30, both in person as well as on Zoom. And yes, on Zoom. And so we'll talk about transitions. So hope you take advantage of that, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye now.